wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. All right, family, this is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones. And family, this is a different Talk Beat Jones today. You see this hat? This is the Marcus Garvey New Black Panther hat. This is the organization Mr. Minister Malik Shabazz. Bear with me. My God is not going to fail me. We're going to get through this. Why? Because this will be the tribute to the get up, stand up, the man himself, Minister Malik Shabazz. And I want everyone today that's listening that have an opportunity to hear the show today. Remember, every Wednesday we're here from 10 to 11. We're here every Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. We can be seen at another date by typing in It's kind of hard right now, family. Type in YouTube, TV33, Talk Beat Jones, and you look at the picture, you look at the date, and you're able to watch the program. Family, I'm a little choked up right now. For those of you who don't know, and I invite you to call if there are comments that you want to make, that the minister is down. The minister is down. For my understanding, I'm going to make a call and get more information that the minister had a massive, thank you, my brother Tim, had a massive heart attack. And he's on life support. He's having the fight of his life. Excuse me. God, I need you to step to the front of me today. I need your help. I need you to give me the strength to get through this. I need you to help me, to help the people, to bless Minister Malik. I don't need the tears from me to come across today, Lord. Give me that strength. Let me work this program. Let the people understand who this man really is, those who don't know. Now let's get together, put your big eyes together, and let's do it like your mama said. Boy, you fall down, but you get up. So now let's get up and let's get this program rocking and rolling and talking about who we want to talk about. We want to talk about you, family. We want to talk about the fact that this man has been your savior All of the persons out there who've gone to stores, bought bad meat, who did you turn to? The persons out there who've had family members who've been murdered, no results, who'd you turn to? Family members who've had people, friends, family, hit and run, no results, who'd you turn to? Businesses that are mistreating you, who did you turn to? Who got out and marched in whatever the weather, 100 degrees, thundering and lightning, snowing, wind where you can't even walk? Who was out there? It was the Minister Malik and his group, his family. When this station was under attack, who was there? Who was leading the charge for 18 months so that you would have your ability to have your station in operation? It was Minister Malik Shabazz. When I hear that there's something honoring Minister Malik Shabazz, and there's 100, I wonder, I say, well, why aren't there thousands? Why aren't there thousands? This man has been out there dedicating his life for almost 40 years. Almost 40 years. And when we talk about the Detroit 300, who was the founding member of that group? That was Minister Malik Shabazz. And other situations involving activists and activism led by Minister Malik Shabazz. And some of you may say, Billy, who in the heck are you to sit up and talk about Minister Malik Shabazz? I'm like you. I'm a follower. I'm not just a friend. I'm not just a person that was designated to be his on-air television personality. I'm a follower too. And the wonderful, great thing about the ministry is that you don't have to agree. And you can still be in that camp. I will never leave and have never left that camp. Almost a year and a half ago, on this airways, I spoke to the fact about Minister Malik. You are the premier person in the activist movement. You have others, and I give them props. But as they will tell you, many of them started off under the tutelage of Minister Malik Shabazz. And he'll tell you about his mistakes, about his transgressions, and he'll tell you, and he'll speak to his God, and he will let him know it's in his head and not his heart. And the man has a heart that has failed him at this point. But family, this man has had so many issues that he refused to walk away from. What some people call pressure, some people call stress, some people call stubbornness, some people call it, I just got to get the job done when nobody else is there, when everybody else gets tired. The minister was still marching. When everyone else gave up the hope and give up hope, who maintained it? Minister Malik Shabazz. Many of you know, or some of you know, that I'm originally from Oakland, California, but I'm a Detroit native now. Been here since 2002. But one of the first persons that came to my aid, came to my understanding of who I am, was Minister Malik Shabazz. He's always supported the projects and the things that I participated in. Heck, when we was doing the Jasuru, Minister Malik would buy $400 or $500 a month from me of the Jasuru. Family, I'm just saying to you, show your love. People talk about speak the name in a positive light. I'm asking you, I'm reaching to you, because when they say it's over, it's not over until the God speaks. So I'm reaching out to the children of God, the prayer warriors, not just the ministers. I want the prayer warriors. Get on your job now. Pray. Go into your private den and pray that special healing prayer for the Minister Malik Shabazz. When many of you needed him, he didn't let you down. Folks don't understand. The minister has been sick. When you saw me, the minister had a program on Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. The minister had a difficult time walking. Back and legs had gone out. Feet, I should say. I begged him to stay in bed and rest. Let me help. Let me help. I'm not a marcher, but my talent is on television. Let me help. You saw me coming in during the Monday, the Wednesday, Thursday. And he stayed with the Saturday. Why? Because all day, 7 days a week, he was still out there working, marching, talking to the folks that was doing his community folks wrong. So he didn't have to try to run to the station to do his shows, because he did not want to do reruns. And we rode that way for almost 6-7 years. That's my friend. And we don't even go through the conversations, social conversations of talking. But that's my friend. And that's your friend, family. So I'm asking you, once again, you say, why are you taking your time and doing this? Because that's my friend. And I want you to know that he needs you. That he needs you. And all he needs you to do is show the love. Show the love, family. You know we can do that. You know that we can do that. So, family members who don't know, I'm going to ask a question. What is the condition of the Minister Malik Shabazz of Detroit?
Here's what I found.
Minister, the community comes together to hold prayer vigil for Metro Detroit activist Malik Shabazz. I did that, family, to show you that for those family members who may be waiting around and saying, I don't know what's happening with him. I don't know. Nobody's talking to me about it. Nobody's saying anything. They don't have to. You can do it on your own volition. Excuse me. You can do it on your own time, upon your own desire to make it happen. All you've got to do is go to your telephone or go to your computer. And you can just by voice ask about his condition. We can come together, family. We can come together. And when the minister finally comes out of this, because again, let me give you a quickie. When I say that people can say it's over, but it's not over until God speaks, I bring you the truth. I bring you the truth. I don't bring you the hearsay. I don't bring you the gossip. I don't bring you what I saw and heard on television, or in the movies, in the theater, whatever, live streaming. I'm bringing you what I know for a fact. How do I know it for a fact? Because it happened to my family. It happened to my father. Yes, it happened to my father. My father died for 15 minutes. Gone. And God says, no, I'm not ready for you, sir, my child, my special one. And they brought him back to life. My father who had died was brought back to life. Yes, the truth. My father is 91 years of age as we speak today, and he has all of his faculties, facilities to be able to do everything. When I disappeared from Detroit for almost 7 months, and I was doing 5 days a week Mr. J.D. Hill's program and Malik Shabazz's programs, and I disappeared for almost 6 to 7 months. As I told folks, nothing counts. I'm with my dad, my mom. I don't want to talk to nobody, see nobody, go out and play with nobody, just nothing. I'm here with my mom and my dad. And I did that. And not one time did Mr. J.D. Hill or Minister Malik Shabazz call and ask me, when are you coming back? Never. I received calls from Mr. J.D. Hill. I received calls from Minister Malik Shabazz. And it was always simple. How am I doing? How is my father doing? Is he making progress? Never about, when are you coming back? But I'll tell you this. At the end of my time, and my father was back, and I was coming back to Detroit. When I got off the plane that day, I was scheduled to come and do the show for Mr. J.D. Hill. That evening, I was scheduled to come in and do the show for Minister Malik Shabazz. Why? I had talked to them and told them I'm coming back. And if you're ready, Billy, we're ready for you. Only at that time. I want you to understand what love, family, what love between brothers and men can be. the respect, the understanding. This is the type of man that Minister Malik should be. I don't care about people saying, he's this, he's that. I'm going to tell you something. The man's heart is real. And the things that he had to go through and the things he has to put up with. Thank you. Thank you. That's Minister Malik Shabazz family. If you can't see, there's a picture of him. There's him. Stay with him. Stay with him, Tim. This is my man. Do we have any volume? It's okay if you don't. I just want to let them see. This is Talk B. Jones. This is the Minister Malik Shabazz. Of course, he's had a massive heart attack, and he is at this time he is hospitalized. And we ask all the family members and all people who just are people with love in their heart to pray for his healing, to pray for his healing, to pray for his healing. This man is a great man in our community. He has made some wonderful progress for us and other activists in this community. We need you. Thank you, Tim. That was so good. Tim is so great. Thank you, brother. And I tell people, I don't talk to Tim. He do his thing. That's his control. That's his thinking. That's his professionalism. We just click. We family, y'all. Do any of us always get along? No. Do we always agree? No. Do we have attitudes? Yes. And we are family. So we get along as family. I ask you to reach that family love out to Minister Malik Shabazz. Help him, family. Send that mental to his brain waves. Help him know, help him feel, help him get that rising. Help him get that feeling of rising back up. I didn't come in the door to do this. I came in the door to do the Talk B. Jones, talk about the world issues, talk about the situations and things that's going on. But my God says, where is your heart? Where is your mind? Where is your spirit? Where is your energy? I'm not a crowd person. I don't come out. I don't attend various things. I'm not a crowd person. I'm private. So I don't come out and attend various different things people say come out and do and participate in. I do my thing from television. And I'm dedicating this show, this time, to the healing of Minister Malik Shabazz and to his family and to his queen, Akila. We love you. And God will have the final say. And if the prayer warriors if you have your say, we're going to have a very special day. The minister will be taking off life support and he will be back amongst us. Let us pray. Let us pray. You see the work that this man is doing, has done. And his work is not over, family. His work is not over. For those who don't know, the man in the shirt, that was Minister Malik Shabazz, along with the chief of police. How many people, persons, personalities do you know that go through the various mayoral elections and is able to bring that mayor person to the table of the television stations on a regular basis on their programs at a small black station? Minister Malik Shabazz was bringing on Kwame Kenyatta. Excuse me, not Kenyatta, because Kenyatta had a program here, pardon me. The mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick, is what I was speaking on. And his wife, Carlita. So that you can see who is running this city. So that you could have an opportunity to have an interplay with the persons who is running the city. And the mayor, after your mayor, as what they call your boy, Mayor Duggan. Coming to TV 33 on the Minister Malik Shabazz show every month. So you have those persons who had all the conversations, all the things they say, all the things that they sit in the house and imagine what they think is happening, what they think should be happening. And then you have the mayor that will come into the studio itself. So that if you have those questions, you have those sorts of things you needed to say, the mayor is right here in your face on the Minister Malik Shabazz show. And let's do this real quickly for people who say, well, yeah, the call is fixed and they got a screener. That's a lie. I know it's hard to say a lie. But when you're talking to Billy Jones, if it's not the truth, it's a lie. And I know it because I was the person that was handling the telephones. So when I was not on the air, I'm handling the telephones. And we simply hit the button. Have no idea who is on the phone, who is making that call. So I want you to understand that all of the calls that came through were legitimate. And so when the minister would say, just be kind when you make the call, that's all he would say, per se, in his own way. But I just needed to get that out, family, and I thank my God for helping me to get through it. And again, I ask the prayer warriors, reach deep into your prayers. Let's bring Malik back amongst us. We love you, all who've been listening, all who will go to YouTube, type it in, go to TV 33 on demand, look up Billy Jones, look at the date of the show, any Wednesday of the week in that month, you'll find Billy Jones. I'm going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back after these commercial announcements, so stay with us. And we're going to come back, and we're going to ask you to call. If you want to, call. If not, you like to hear me talk, stay with me because I'll be back. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
Muscles, joints, or feet tired, achy, or distressed? Tried everything? Ringmaster Rubbing Oil is a vintage topical pain reliever, trusted for over 70 years, with a rich formula for the treatment of stubborn aches and pains. Packaged in a glass bottle for purity, our liquid can also be used in warm water for foot soaks and compresses. A little goes a long way. Try our time-tested formula, available in several sizes.
Make a donation to WHBR-TV and receive two 2-ounce bottles of Ringmaster Rubbing Oil for $25. Call 313-868-6612.
Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Matter. Log into justiceformariowillis.com. Read for yourself.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
All right, this is Talk Beat Jones, and once again, I am Billy Jones, and we are celebrating. We're celebrating. We've had a chance to talk about Minister Malik Shabazz and let you understand that this is what we do as a family. We come out, we talk. Remember, we have to be careful. We have to know that things happen very suddenly. Things that can catch you off guard, things that can make you just say, whoa, this is crazy. Here today, gone tomorrow. But I want you to also pray and love this station. I want you to pray and love this station. This is your family, an extension of you. And what we ask you to do, show love, show concern, show consideration, and pray for the leadership of this station. We've had some hard hits to this station, family-wise, loss of life-wise, things that will be in folks' minds forever about those days and the loss of their personal family members from this station. And yet we have to continue to try to go forward. As I mentioned during the first half an hour, during my time of getting weak, my mother would simply say, many of you probably heard it before, we fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. Family, many of you have fallen down, But I ask you to put the strength back in your soul and your spirit and your back and believe in God and move forward. And don't be that person that all they had to do was make that one more step, and there was water. Don't be that person. Now, strange switch. I don't want to go into more of talking about the city, talking about the people, talking about death. I'm going to change over and do something I don't do. I'm going to go with the sports now, family. I wonder why it is that the Detroit Lions and the Detroit Pistons seem to have this energy. And I'm looking at the Detroit Lions as the favorite in their division this year. Can you believe that? They are the favorite to win their division, the Detroit Lions. Can you believe that? The last time the Lions were in a position to do the playoffs, they had a black coach. And they were looking to go into a greater position the year after. But a strange thing happened along the way. What that coach had done to build the team up to that perspective, he was fired. And he brought in a person from the Boston Patriots. He was going to be the boy wonder. And the boy wonder wanted to bring in his coach from what? The Boston team. And what happened? Am I talking right? Was it the Boston team? Somebody call and correct me. Was it the Boston team or somebody else's team that the guy came from? The Patriots, I know that was the Patriots. And what happened? The team went straight into the funk. The team went straight into the funk. So the old boy network did not work. Finally, they understand you got to bring in some blood. I mean, some black blood. Black general manager who could shake things up and get things in the right direction again. In less than 2 years, the team is turned around and now they are favorites to win their division. How about that? Black general manager apparently made a difference. And they went through the year in which they had a lot of injuries and a lot of their backups had to step up. And when their backups had to step up, they actually played greater, better than some of the, quote, former starters, which shows that the coaching staff were really superior last year. We'll see how it works out this year. And I say that because they spoke about the running game. The Lions had 2 studs back there. One would get injured and the other would keep on pushing. One was speed and shifty, one was just power. But they got the job done. But guess what? Neither one of those running backs are with the Lions this year. So at the running back, you're going to have totally new running backs. We'll see how that play out. Especially when they say the running game is one of the hardest games to get going, but you win with a running game. So we'll see how the rookie and their other potential signees can do. But again, when you watch that black general manager for the Detroit Lions, you feel good about the direction that they're going to. They have a plan that they're staying with. Do I have to say anything about that coach, head coach? Not really. Not really. Except he brought in brashness. He brought in cockiness. He brought in want to bite him at the kneecapness. People wanted to laugh. They looked. But as ball players, they bought into his thought principles, the way he was thinking. And they understood one thing. Yeah, we got knocked down, but we got up. We got knocked down, but now we're getting closer, but we got up. And then we started knocking them down and not letting them get up. That became the Detroit Lions. And then you had your basketball team. Let us recap real quickly, Detroit. And I say this because right now the press is speaking about this new coach and the fact that he came from a winning franchise. Well, let us remember, we have a wonderful general manager for the Detroit Lions. Happened to be another black general manager. Wonderful, brilliant guy, hard-working guy. So the coach who had gone to the championship game for Toronto won the championship and was fired. Oh, another black coach that didn't fit the folks, even though he won the championship and was black. Is that funny? Now he came here to have to deal with a losing franchise, trying to rebuild franchise. Youngsters. They traded everybody else. So after babysitting for a couple, 2 or 3 years now, it's like, okay, let's give it over to somebody else. Because now they should be almost ready. So now we're bringing in another black coach, a wonderful, wonderful head coach. And so will the Detroit Pistons take that leap and become a winning franchise again? I believe they have the right stuff. I believe they have the right folk in charge, and they're going to get the job done. Yes, this coach is an outstanding coach. He understands how to work with his young folks and how to work with his veterans. So I believe, folks, we may have a little something to smile with a little bit more this year in Detroit than last year. It may take another 2 or 3 years, but believe me, Detroit basketball, we are coming to hoop. We are coming to hoop. Remember that. This general manager is not playing. He's putting his mind together on what it takes to win, not just for a year, but what is it going to take to stay there. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And then you look at your baseball team. You look at your baseball team, family. What can I say about our baseball team? I could say this. You look at the baseball game itself, and you see all of these Detroit Lions spread across the league who are all-stars. You look at the pitchers that have left been gone away from Detroit. Signed, traded, given away. Top pitchers on the other teams. You look at some of the hitters, top hitters on some of the teams. Why? Because they gave Miggy, all of this money. They carried him through the last 3 or 4 years of his career in which he was non-productive. But he still had to get his money, which means they didn't have money to pay other folks. And they traded everybody else off to keep Miggy. What type of thinking was that? Knowing when you were doing this that a power hitter at a certain age drastically drops off. And you're signing him way past his good years. Way past his good years. That general manager, I think he's gone too now, with a new general manager. So I digress and switch over to Oakland, California real quickly. Oakland, California had the Oakland Raiders. Loved them. Just loved them to death. They gone to Las Vegas. They had the Golden State Warriors, which was the San Francisco Warriors. They did not want to name them the Oakland Warriors because when San Francisco no longer had a facility for the San Francisco Warriors, they had to find another facility, and Oakland had a facility for them. They played in Oakland, but they refused to say the Oakland Warriors. That's how they became the Golden State Warriors. And now that you see, after all of those years, all those beautiful years of being supported by Oakland, winning, where are they? Across the bay in San Francisco. Now I'm trying to recollect my thoughts real quickly, because I'm thinking of somebody from Oakland that may hear me, may understand it. I'm trying to remember, did I see this or did I dream this? But I thought I saw, and remember, family, when I say I thought, I'm not sure is why I say it that way. I thought I saw that the Oakland Athletics, the baseball team, was leaving Oakland, going to Las Vegas. If that's true, that means the teams that was in Oakland, the Raiders, the Warriors, and the Athletics, would all be gone. And I know that the pride that the Oakland folks felt when we had champions in some years in the same year with the Golden State, with the Warriors, that's the Golden State Warriors, or back in the day, back in the day when they were playing in Oakland, and the Raiders, and also the Athletics. Was our chest heavy? Now Oaklanders have to travel. But they travel with that same chest pumped out, that same pride, because it's still their babies. They just have to travel. But they still support their teams. And I say all that to come back around to the team that we have representing you, TV 33, WHPR, WHPS. and we ask you to support us. Now, I say support us, and you say, Billy, you're by yourself. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I have my program. I keep my nose on my program. But I'm aware that there are many folks who sit on this camera that are doing some wonderful programs. And I know for a fact that Mr. R.J. Watkins, Mr. Henry Tyler, the general manager, Miss Willis, and the staff, Michelle, and, you know, when you got dedicated engineers who got their own talent to do their own particular thing, but they also integrate their talent as an engineer to make things happen for you. I know I'll get in trouble when I say this, but we have a great one in Timmy Tim. And I know you're going to get mad with me, but I'm going to say it. Timmy Tim has a great show. Yes, you do. He has a great show. And for you folks who are in the musical business, the entertainment business, you need to contact Timmy Tim and get on his show. I'm just saying. Tim, you can slap me afterwards because, you know, he don't like to take no credit. He's humble that way. But that's the truth. And I love you, my Tim. Yes, sir. Hey, Tim, I'm going to leave a little early because I'd like to play a little Minister Malik Shabazz if I could. Family, this again is the Talk Beat Jones. I'm on every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11. And I think that I've come to my point where I'm going to say, watch this clip of Minister Malik Shabazz. And I want you to pray for this man. I want you to pray for this man. This is what we do. We family. We come together when it's time for strife. I love you. Continue to love me. You can be upset. I can be upset. But love overcomes it all. It truly do. I want you to watch a man that all day long, 24 hours a day, all he do is give love to everybody. Give him some love. Pray for Minister Malik Shabazz. Akila, you got my love. All right, Tim, if you want to do that, we take care of it. Love y'all.
Good morning. This is the new WHPR. Want to give a shout out to R.J. Watkins. Belated birthday, Earth Day, Born Day. Want to give a shout out to R.J. Watkins and team and WGPR. We're at anniversary time. I don't remember the exact date of the founding of the first black TV station in this nation, WGPR. No WGPR then, and then there is no WHPR today. So I want to thank the Almighty for Dr. Banks and the accepted and free black Masons here in Detroit for creating history with black television, and R.J. Watkins and Henry Tyler and Maxine and others being there at the foot, learning and growing so that we still have a black-owned TV station. Now, WGPR Radio is black-owned, And WHPR has a relationship with WGPR. And we're on www.tv33whpr.com. We're on WHPS 15.2 WGPR HD Digital, lot of forms. But I think it was 74 when they got the license. If they hadn't got that, and the station opened in 75, if they hadn't got that license in 74 and opened in 75, WGPR, then chances are there would be no black station today. We have to overstand the role of what we do and its impact. Stop thinking, I can't. I'm nobody. What's my contribution gonna make? I'm just one person. You are the most important person in the world. If the Savior were here today in physical form, he not hanging out at the governor's mansion. No disrespect, Gretchen, but that ain't where he's hanging out. No disrespect, Mayor Mike Duggan. That's not where he's hanging out. Oh, he'll meet if they want to meet and set up his program, his agenda. He'll present it. And that's fine, but that's not where he's hanging. Christ comes for the lost, the rejected, the despised, those who are addicted to crack and Percocet, they call them Perkies, and heroin, and Oxycontin, and oxycodone, and lean. Christ comes for the burglar, the thief, to reform, to transform, to show them that they're valuable. That is the mission of the Master. That is the mission of the Messiah. That is the mission of the Garveyites and the Black Panthers in this city as we teach. We love our people.
Have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.